All right, everybody, It is finally here. We're talking about It. Welcome to Derry, episode 1, full spoilers ahead. We got to talk about that opening because that's how you open up a series in a major way. We're introduced to Maddie, who's watching a classic 1962, The Music Man, which has a lot of symbolism, the corrupt salesman in that film. When you compare that to the It creature and how it causes all the paranoia in Derry. Maddie at the theater by himself. We don't know what's going on with his family. There's definitely something there. He's running away from his family, right? We see that with him trying to go out of Derry, where he's introduced to that family of four, and everything seems okay. And normally we got the boys spelling words, the girl sniffing her fingers, putting her fingers in Maddie's face, the mom and dad. It's the 60s. People were a little bit weird back then. But then when the mom start calling her daughter a prostitute and can't keep her legs closed, and the dad makes a comment about the mom can't keep her legs closed, the brother's spelling weird words, something's going off with this family, right? The red flags are flagging as the mom has the baby, and oh my goodness, this just speaks to just all the little subtext. During this time, it's the Cuban Missile Crisis, right? With nuclear war, and they're talking about the radiation and mutations, and we see the mutated It baby coming out of the mom's, attacks Maddie. And listen, right now we're assuming he's dead. I don't think he is, but I love the opening of this show. From here, we get the meat and potatoes of what the show is going to be about. We meet our young cast, starting off with Lilly, who has her own trauma. She lost her dad in the pickle factory. She blames herself for that. She's also been to Jupiter Hill, which if you know, with the Stephen King connections. Then we meet Marge, who has her insecurities with her glasses and her eyes being big. We have Teddy, who is just holding the burden of not being there for Maddie. And then we have my boy over here, Phil, who's like, Martians are here, aliens are here, paranoia all over Derry. But then we have the whole Air Force storyline going on, which is led by Major Harlan, who is the grandfather of Mike Harlan, who we know from the Losers Club. But we also have Dick Hallorann, who doesn't have any speaking lines, but if you know, he's from The Shining, which means that he's going to be involved in the story. He's going to use his shining abilities to probably predict where are the missing kids, but more importantly, where are the origins of It. Then they end the episode in such a brutal way because we say goodbye to some characters. Like this show says, F them kids. We're at the theater with the kids. They're watching a movie. The mutant baby comes out and kills Susie, her big brother Phil, and Teddy in the gruesomest way, leaving Lilly and Ronnie by themselves. What a great episode. I have a much deep dive episode breakdown. Dives into the cosmic turtle, the deeper meanings, the Easter eggs, so definitely check that out. But as far as my thoughts on this episode, fantastic. I'm hooked on the show. I can't wait to see what happens next. Let me know what you all thought of this pilot episode. Will you be watching every week? Because I certainly will.